Hello everyone. Am I audible? Can anyone confirm? Am I audible? Can anyone confirm, please? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Just hold on for a second. There is some problem with Zoom meeting. Everyone, I would like to welcome you all and thank you for joining the session on the weekend. I really appreciate it. This session is an overview of the course which I'm going to start from 10th of June, that is almost after 10 days. It is based on SAP robotics, which you can call it as RPA, robotic process automation, SAP BTP, this business technology platform, which is a prominent platform of SAP cloud platform, you can say. And we will also give you an overview of UiPath. So it's a combination of all three units, but mainly focusing on SAP RPA, that is robotic process automation platform. Let me also introduce myself first. I am Prasad Dikshit. I am having two ventures in industrial automation and ERP processes. I am passionate educator and consultant having overall 18 years of experience. Okay, so that's brief about me. So the agenda of today's session is first to understand SAP's current position in the global market. Second, what is the role of intelligence in digital transformation journey of any scale enterprise? Third, what exactly hyper automation is and how you can become part of these future technologies. Then let's also look at the SAP's products and overall RPA market scenario. Last but not the least, we will talk about the course which I'm going to start from 10th of June. And additionally, if time permits, I'll also try to present you some business cases, surveys, and white papers. So let's start discussing about SAP's current position in the market. So I hope everyone is working in the SAP so that I don't have to tell much about SAP. No doubt SAP is the global leader in enterprise software in the world. It is present in almost all the sectors. So you can consider any sector, take name of any sector, oil industry, chemical industry, aviation, then you have agriculture sector, manufacturing sector, automobile sector. You can take any name of sector. SAP softwares are there in all the sectors. Almost, if you count it, then it is almost 77 to 80% of world's data, or you can say world's invoices touches to SAP system. So it is that big, you can say. Now it supports AI and ML technologies also with additionally robotic capabilities. SAP has almost 4 lakh plus customers across the globe. It also supports intelligence suite on fully digital platform for integrated application, which we are going to discuss about it. I don't know how many of you have seen about last quarter result, quarter one 2022 result of SAP. They have almost got profit, marginal profit on approximately 25 to 30% in their cloud system. So almost you can say to 30 million plus cloud users they have, and it's the largest cloud portfolio that any provider has now. SAP has offering total 100 plus products in the market. That includes their main core ERP system. Additionally, now they are heavily into now cloud system, which they are aggressively promoting. Yeah, and everybody knows about SAP HANA. That's their famous product, which is in memory computing to process vast amount of data. And last but not least, SAP has 1 lakh plus employees and operations in 180 countries. So that's about SAP. See why I have explained it to you. Maybe you are working in SAP, but sometimes you miss the important information about its current position in the market, in the worldwide, enterprise market. So we first will talk about intelligent enterprise. Why this term is intelligent enterprise? When we talk about enterprise, it can be of any scale. It can be small scale enterprise to big scale enterprise. And when we talk about digital transformation of any enterprise, that means to transform their on-premise business maybe to cloud business. Then now what is happening is SAP and all such companies are focusing on intelligent enterprise in their digital transformation. The intelligent word itself says that while transforming, you have you can apply various or implement various intelligent tools. That means those tools can be artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotic automation, you can say IoT, then virtual reality, augmented reality. So many new technologies are there. So while transforming itself, like you are transforming from on-premise to cloud, while transforming itself, or you are already on the cloud, or even you are already on the premise, then you can still apply these intelligent technologies to become an intelligent enterprise. So you can take help of these matured, I should say matured now, because now and then we see the artificial intelligence and machine learning around us. Robotic automation is buzzword now, and you can say all the industries now robotic automation is there. So when we talk about automation, it's required in all the industries, in all the departments. So it's not just simple transformation, but it's going to be intelligent transformation in the future. So when we talk about automation, especially when we take this particular term, it's not something like automation is new for any industry. So it was already there. But now what is happening is, because of these new technologies, or these cutting edge technologies, I should say, the capacity of automation has increased so much that companies or enterprises can take leverage of them, all the technologies. And why it is important and why it is essential? That's because now if you see, all the enterprises are going through certain challenges. We have had been through this COVID related period, 2 years, and then after that you have this volatile market because of this war-like situation. You have so much inflation, things are ever changing. So you can say it's very moving market, volatile market, and many factors, internal, external factors, are affecting many enterprises. So you can see now, company has to sustain, company has to stay in the competition, and they have to move on and adopt new and extremely good things in their enterprise. So to stay in the competition and to face these cutting edge challenges, and you can say volatile market. The other challenge that they have is, if this is the survey they SAP has conducted, that approximately in all scale of enterprises, or maybe you can say big scale of enterprises, they have 80 to 120 different types of softwares and applications. So for ERP, they have maybe SAP. For for a CRM, they have something else. Then for their supply chain, they have some other software. I have worked with one project in in that their for their supply chain, from their truck to loading the truck till reaching that particular material up to their dealers. They have total 4 softwares. So it is that complex now. So you can say complicated IT landscape, and because of the complicated IT landscape, there is siloed process. Siloed in the sense there is break in between the departments, or there is a gap in between the departments. So there is no data orchestration, or you can say smooth flow of data, or you can say synchronization of data. So there is, you can say, the data repetition. There is a lot of manual work involved. Then data wastage, you can say. And it is also, when we talk about data, it should be data to value. That means it should create a value out of your system. It should not become as a liability. It should become an asset for you, for any enterprise. And let's say if you have some software, let's say you have CRM, and for let's say Salesforce, you have for the CRM, and for iRPA, you have, let's say, SAP software, and you are collecting data in CRM also, and you are collecting data in same data in ERP also. So that means somewhere you are repeating the data. You are not achieving the right results. So there is no data synchronization, or you can say optimization in your process, and that increases manual work. That increases repetitive tasks. So that person has to take data from some system, and then he has to get that data. After that, has to load data in another system, and it should be error free data. There should not be data wastage. There should not be any mess in data. So it has to be carefully loaded, and it has to be done manually. Right now it is done manually by every department, by every resources in within the departments. So considering any enterprise, there are so many departments are there within the enterprise, and within that also there are so many. Consider any department, within the department also there are so many processes. Consider finance department, where you have financial closings. Then you have account payable, account receivables, all those data daily coming in a large volume. You have to open multiple applications. So it is always headache for any resources. And what is happening is now, so because of that, so that person, if let's say if the person is working in the accounts department, and particularly in the, well, let's say is doing account receivable job daily, he has to do that work because it's a part of his job. But it's not something motivating for that person, and it's not really giving the justice to his skills. And that is why after some time, that particular employee becomes demotivated, gets demotivated. And that's overall, you can say, observation that 60 to 70% employees are demotivated because of their repetitive work, because of their nature of work. It's not giving proper justice to their work. So if we plan to release them from this kind of job, this repetitive mundane job, if we try to help them, then it's something like you are assigning some tasks to some system, and other things you can concentrate, and you can work in some productive activities. So companies can involve those people in some productive activities than to involve them in some monotonous or boring task daily. Okay, but as a part of job right now, they have to. So that is why these new tools and new automation techniques are coming into picture, where we can help them to automate their various processes, and we can apply such right tools over there in the enterprises. Now over here, when we say we have to apply such tools and mechanisms in the enterprises to solve their challenges, there is one more challenge, and that challenge is lack of resources. So when we say that you should apply something over there, that means you need some resource to apply or to develop that particular technology. And in the market, overall services in US itself, there is 60% scarcity of the right resources, skilled resources, I should say. So it's not something like you don't get resources. So if you put a job post in the market, you will get so many resumes daily. But the problem is getting right and skilled resources to work on such kind of challenging job or challenging work. So in overall, you can say the enterprise has to go through a lot of challenges, and they have to be sustainable, they have to be resilient, and finally they have to be profitable. So, that is why now the industries are looking forward for intelligent enterprises where while transforming itself or already you're in the cloud or already on the premise, still you can apply such intelligent mechanism or such intelligent tools. So SAP already has this all these tools, and you can say it's an intelligence suite, intelligent technologies, and digital platform, which SAP is extensively working, and all are futuristic technologies, futuristic work. And I know, as you know that once it is future, then it's a future for us also indirectly, because finally you are going to work into that. So who will get the opportunity to work into this? So as I've told you that there is also challenges that you don't get skilled resources. Now over here is the problem is you have to solve the problem also, you have to solve the challenges also, but on the other side you don't have right resources. So now what SAP and all these companies have come up with such solution, that is called as LCNC, low code and no code. That means if you have coding or programming knowledge, or if you don't have coding or programming knowledge, still you can solve customers' problems. Still you can automate their processes. Still you can apply various intelligent technologies without any coding skills. You can work on artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics without any extensive coding skills. Okay, so it is something like when we talk about artificial and machine learning, then you might say that no, then it requires a lot of coding, a lot of highly skilled professional. You may require, but when you are really working in artificial intelligence and machine learning or robotics, you are taking help of all those technologies. You are not going to develop anything in artificial intelligence or machine learning. It's already there. SAP has already developed so many services and platform or tools over there. You have to use all those tools, and that is what we are going to learn. How we can use those tools, how we can develop robots in SAP system, how we can automate their processes, and how we can solve customers' problem. Finally, we are going to solve customers' problem, and who can do it? Citizen developers. So that's the word coined by Gartner. If you know the Gartner company, they have coined this term, citizen developer. So who can become citizen developer? Anybody. Anyone can become citizen developer. Citizen in developer, but especially when we talk about who can get the opportunity to work in all these, cutting edge technologies. So I have divided them into three different categories. Two categories are clubbed together, like SAP functional consultant who are already into functional SAP functional modules, or you are already working as a solution architect, enterprise architect. Then you can become citizen developer. That means even without coding skills, without extensive programming knowledge, you can use these low code and no code based tools, LCNC tools, and with the help of tools you can develop various applications or robots in the SAP ecosystem. Now over here, as such, considering functional background or your domain knowledge, it's very useful to you because you know the core processes. Suppose, let's say, if you are SD consultant, finance consultant, you know the core processes, you know how they work. You have, maybe you have implemented at customer end, and you know their pain areas also at the same time. You know how critical is financial or year end closing. You know, when you are working in SD, how to track this leads, and how to deliver up to lead to cash this process overall. Then in HR, if you are in HR, what are the challenges in HR. So being functional consultant or code consultant, what are the challenges in your domain. So while after learning these tools, after learning this robotics, automation, and these all advanced skills using LCNC, you will be able to apply them at customer end, and you can develop various robots and you can automate various processes. So you will be called as citizen developer. So you can Google it later after this session about citizen developer, low code and no code tools. So that's the main focus now of SAP. So now SAP is now extensively working, as you all know. Some people are already working also, and they know about BTP platform. So that's their cloud platform of SAP, platform as a service. Okay, so the SAP is offering BTP, which is a comprehensive platform to connect various intelligent applications together, to connect SAP's products, non-SAP's product together. So there you get leverage to develop various applications and mechanisms. So when company thinks of moving to SAP cloud, cloud platform from on-premise and to cloud, it's a digital transformation. In that case, BTP plays vital role, very important role. So basics of BTP we are going to learn in this particular course. So how you can set up the BTP from administrative point of view, then how you can work on various SAP BTP services, business technology platform services, that we are going to learn in this particular. So along with robotic process automation. So using that, you will be able to develop and apply your domain and functional knowledge to solve customers' problem. So being functional consultant, you have plenty of opportunities to work in this particular domain. If you are already technical consultant, then again for technical consultant, you have skill upgrade. You already have programming background. If you are working in ABAP, or if you are working in non-SAP related programming languages like JavaScript, you are working, Java you are working, .NET you are working, and you know the concepts of API. Then if you are working in maybe SAP ABAP, then you know about BAPIs and all those technologies or terminologies. Then you have that background that is already set with you. Then while developing these robots or all these advanced technologies, you don't have to work from scratch because you already have some ready-made tools in your hand. So you don't have to reinvent those tools. Because of LCNC, low code and no code, you can develop various programs, and on top of that, you can customize various applications. So being technical consultant, if you are already technical consultant, then you have a lot of opportunities. As an ABAP developer also, as a non-ABAP developer also, into non-SAP programming background. If you are basis consultant, administrative consultant, again, from BTP point of view also, you have a lot of work or opportunities. And from RPA, from robotic process automation point of view also, you have a lot of work, because you need administrative setup over there. You need IT infrastructure to run all the projects. So if you are basis background, then you have a lot of opportunities in this particular domain. If some people are from non-SAP background, for them also it is useful, because as such there is no prerequisite to be excellent in SAP, to have knowledge in SAP. If you have knowledge of business, if you have worked as an end user in SAP, if you have domain expertise, or you have used various applications and softwares, then even though you are not in SAP, you can still work in this particular domain. That means you can develop all the robots or all these technologies into SAP system. So for all of them, there are so many opportunities. And why I'm saying opportunities, because now SAP is aggressively focused on all these cloud intelligent technologies. And not just SAP, all the worldwide big companies are focusing on artificial intelligence, machine learning, automation, because that's a need of an hour now. After pandemic, especially, many people have suffered a lot of, because of their processes, because of their loops, loopholes and because of gaps in their processes. So especially supply chain management, supply chain has got a lot of disruption during pandemic period. And there was a lot of demand, especially pharma sector, where there was huge demand that time, but the supply chain was broken. It was not properly organized. So now the need of automation has increased in such a way, like, it's a spike now. So, companies are transforming to, various transforming their processes or automating their processes. So if you observe in the industry, so far SAP, as per SAP's target, what they are targeting, which I have read somewhere, by 2025, they want to automate their 60% of their customer, their existing customer base. If you talk about current situation, approximately 6 to 7% enterprises are automated, and in that also, into 6 to 7%, approximately 40 to 60% processes are automated. So you can say, there is huge scope to, develop various automation projects for SAP customers. Moving ahead, so here companies, I have listed some companies. You can visit all their website, Capgemini's, IBM. Every company has this practice now. All the intelligent, technologies they are using now for their customers, using SAP or non-SAP technologies. They are already working on AI ML platform. Many companies are also releasing their robots, chatbots, and various application in SAP ecosystem or in non-SAP ecosystem also. Wipro has released 6 bots in last year. Now they are launching some more bots. TCS is already working. IBM has its own RPA platform. Then Deloitte and all those companies, when they many company, Accenture is heavily involved in this particular domain. All the companies, you can visit their website, you can read what they are doing, and you can say that, almost, they are working in the future. So, considering the unit, we basically, our one of the units is of the course is business technology platform, where we are going to learn the basics of business technology platform, which is a cloud platform as a service. And there we are going to learn, or we are going to focus on SAP RPA, that is robotic process automation. So even if you are functional consultant, if you are technical consultant, basis consultant, or non-SAP background, still you will be able to understand what exactly SAP BTP platform is. And as I have mentioned, this is the last quarter revenue of SAP, where they have got almost 33% of cloud gross margin profit. And when we consider about this BTP, they are offering a lot of services, 90 plus services they are offering as a product, as a service they are offering on BTP platform. So you have integration related services, you have blockchain, IoT, workflows, mobile developments, mobile app developments, then machine learning related services, robotic process automation, IoT, then DevOps related services, databases, and HANA Cloud is also there. So, SAP UI5, Fury Launchpad in the cloud. So many services are already there on the BTP platform, which you are going to learn in this particular course, along with RPA. Right, but we will be mainly focusing on RPA tool. So here SAP has recently launched SAP Process Automation also. That is one more tool they have launched, or product they have launched, which is integration, or it's a combination of SAP RPA, that you can say robotic process automation service, plus workflow management. So some people have already worked in workflow on premise maybe. So there is workflow management in the cloud also. So it's a combination of RPA and workflow management, and plus artificial intelligence and machine learning services. So they have recently launched SAP Process Automation. So once you learn RPA, it's then easy for you to learn even SAP Process Automation. So what they are concentrating now is the hyper automation. So what does hyper automation mean? Hyper automation is end-to-end automation. So there will not be any involvement of human resource, no intervention. So here, when we talk about hyper automation, it's for everywhere. So that means for all line of businesses. HR department, sales department, marketing department, then you have production department, supply chain, warehouses. For all the departments, you can apply automation. And for everything, that means within the departments, for all the processes. Accounts, you have a lot of processes, then there you can apply. HR, you have a lot of processes, onboarding, then you have employees, screening, all those processes where you can apply automation. And for everyone, so all those people who are working in that particular department, for them, for all of them, you can use SAP automation. So here what we are doing is, finally we are going to reduce operation cost expenditure of any company. You are finally going to get data orchestration by joining all these departments together. You can get data from one domain to another domain. That means, from HR, if you want any data into some other processes, you can get it. So it's like, automating even non-SAP system. You can connect, you can get data from non-SAP system. You can read emails, you can download emails. Who will do that? Bots will do that, robots will do that. Okay, so it's like, automating everything. Non-SAP cloud-based system also, or on-premise system also, and SAP cloud-based system also, or on-premise system. Everything can be connected together using hyper-automation. So there are a lot of out-of-box pre-built bots there, already there, pre-built content there, which you can apply. So where you are saving the time of customer implementation time. You can say time to value, where you can quickly implement projects for customers. You can, because of these LCMC tools, you can quickly start. You can plug and play and develop the tools, drag and drop, and then organize everything, then configure everything, and then you can implement the project. So like that, fast you can develop the projects, and various out-of-box content you can straight away implement. So that is what they are concentrating now, hyper automation. So let's see a small demo how it can be done. Okay, please let me know if my this video is visible to you. Please confirm.
Yeah, it is.
It's visible, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
Great, thank you. So over here, what we have done is, like, let's say any process we can consider purchase requisition creation. So here you have Launchpad in cloud, and then you can connect chatbot over there. So just copy some material, and then we have some who want to raise some purchase requisition, then you can just instruct the chatbot. It will connect to RPA bot. I will just take it a little forward. Okay, so it will automatically open SAP system, then it will fill up the data, which you are getting it from chatbot. Okay, so you already know, some people already working in a ABAP, and core ABAP, they know various, there are automation tools, or those already in the functional, they know there are data scheduling and uploading tools. But when we talk about RPA, it can connect to machine learning, artificial intelligence, then cloud-based systems, non-SAP systems. It can connect to various platforms together. Here workflow, you can see this workflow. It can connect to workflow also over here. When you are raising purchase order, if you want to place to any of your suppliers, then if you need any approvals, then RPA bot will connect to workflow. So you can achieve, likewise, you can achieve this hyper automation where you, without any manual intervention, you can smoothly work. So the person will receive the information in his inbox, and then he or she can approve that request. After that, the things will be completely automated. So you can have multiple bots. You can connect them together. As you can see, those who are already working in Fury, SAP UFI, so all these screens are already developed in SAP UFI, Fury. If you see, this is, this I have connected from Telegram. So you can connect from WhatsApp to Facebook Messenger. From Telegram, you can connect to SAP system. So you are in the plant maintenance. If you are working in PM model, plant maintenance or asset management, then you can apply various bots over there. You can generate request now in the SAP system. If you want, you can stop bot in between, then you can change some processes and then you can just proceed, and then it will connect to your system. So in the background also you can continue, you can schedule such bots. Let's say, yeah, so here, this notification is automatically generated and then you can get that message back to your system. So likewise, you can connect all the systems together using business technology platform. So you get the notification. So likewise, you can run various processes together. Now, when we say about hyper automation, so there are a lot of services available. When we learn about business technology platform, you get to know a lot of services where you can work, from technical point of view, from functional point of view, where you can work, where you can apply your real knowledge, and then how you can develop various bots or various automating process over in SAP system. So when we talk about RPA point of view, then there are, as I've already mentioned, there are a lot of advantages, of course. When we, you can schedule the bots. Let's say if you are Monday, if you come to office, then you are schedule bots on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. Then bots will run on Saturday, Sunday because they finally it's going to be software program which is going to run. So it's tirelessly it can run. It's not it will not take breaks. So Saturday, Sunday will do that job, and after when you come to the office on Monday, everything will be ready in your plate. So you can schedule it in the background, or you can start whenever you want the bots. So here you have a lot of advantages where the bots are reliable. They can work for you for 24/7. They can reduce burden on IT. They are obviously they are accurate because you are going to design it and then you are going to follow certain rules and processes, so they are accurate. So productivity rate is extremely high, it increases, then it automatically it follows all the compliances. So from audit point of view, you get the transparency, then they are consistent. And as I mentioned, all these are continuous technologies where no coding is required. So without any coding language also, you can work on these future technologies. And as I mentioned, why SAP and all these companies are focusing on these technologies, because every company is going through all these challenges, and every company needs these automation processes. So here, along with SAP, there are many such providers in the market. Many people have heard of UiPath, which in the course also we are going to learn a little bit about UiPath. So once get to know about RPA processes, then it's easy to learn other processes also, other products also. The things, what things will change is tools will change, some processes will change. Okay, so the important is process and mechanisms will be same. So here you have UiPath. Many people have heard UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, Nice. They are leaders in the market. If you consider SAP, SAP is now major contender. They came late, but now they are aggressively working on it. As I mentioned, SAP Process Automation, that's a third in line. They have launched this particular product. Microsoft, IBM, many companies are already Google also already there in this particular domain. Considering RPA market, it's a $1 billion market, already $1 billion market, and it's going very, very strong. So if you consider the market growth rate, APAC region especially is growing 36.3% per annum. So you can imagine how much fast it is growing. North America is the largest market so far, and then European market is also very high market when we consider customer base of RPA. Then for all the sectors, you take any sector, you can apply automation. So if you are working already in manufacturing for your customers, if you are working in the finance, especially the finance and banking, they need a lot of such robots or automation process because they have a lot of critical processes. Then the processes has to be they should accurately run those processes. There should not be any mistakes. In other areas also where you have government, and you have utility sector, mining sector, manufacturing, construction, retail sector, wholesale sector. Consider any sector, you will need the automation. You will need this automated processes. So as I displayed over here, by 2022 last year till last year the growth was manufacturing has increased the process automation. Some examples, I have some jotted down some example over here, and you can just map with your domain also. You can start thinking how many processes you can automate from asset point of management point of view. You can have mass asset acquisition, creation of business partners. Finance point of view, you have create suppliers, invoice from email, mass lock unlock cost centers, list GL accounts, line items, and upload GL accounts entries. From HR point of view, there are so many cases. There are you can say some exciting cases where you have employee onboarding, automatic onboarding, where you don't have to involve any HR person. You can automate induction related processes. You can use employee chatbot or new joinee chatbot, and then you can chatbot will interact with that particular employee. If there are some resource allocation to that particular employee, then approvals you can say automatic. Then RPA bot will automatically update its data into system. So all these things in HR point of view, success factor, you can connect various SAP products. You can connect iRPA, success factor, Concur. Then you have Fieldglass, SAP on-premise systems. Last year they have acquired many companies. SAP Signavio is also part of automation, hyper automation, you can say, where you can have BPM, which is business process management, where you can see the bottlenecks in your system, where are the problems in your system, and then you can apply RP over there. So it's kind of a data mining and data intelligence tools. SDMM point of view, you can have SOPO creation, then so supplier, you can connect to supplier also automatically. You can send PO and all the details. It's already there, but with a smart way you can do it now. Then PP point of view, production order creation, resource allocation, basis point of view. Again, infrastructure is one thing where you can work in such projects. And there are so many miscellaneous bots also you can develop. So it's not just for particular sector. For all the sectors you can apply automation, and within the sectors you have a lot of departments, line of businesses where you can apply automation, and for all the people. So that is why it is called as hyper automation. And RPA is the main contender or major player in the hyper automation. Without RPA, there is no hyper automation. So considering SAP, RPA technology, they have iRPA product, intelligent RPA. Then SAP process automation, that is one more product they have. And when we learn iRPA, because in SAP process automation, finally they use iRPA only. So here, the advantage of going with SAP product is best connectivity with SAP systems. So tight integration with SAP, where you are already working in SAP, then you can connect various SAP systems. Then automate various systems. Then there are various pre-built bots. Then there are pricing related advantages you get it. Functionality wise also, a lot of things are there readily available. So, if you are choosing UiPath or other technologies, then you have to develop many things. If you are, working with SAP, then you have to develop many things from scratch. Here in the SAP system, you have a lot of things readily available. Then there will be less cross licensing problem also. So there are a lot of advantages when we are talking about SAP iRPA. From opportunities point of view, there are various opportunities, especially this RPA technology or these advanced technologies are part of extension suite of BTP. Then as a developer, you can work in SAP RPA developer, you can work citizen developer. Recently, they have also launched one certification in citizen development. So that also you can look at. I'll also send link to you. Then RPA developer, RPA solution architect, as a solution architect also you can work. Specialist you can work. When I talk about MBF, it's a banking finance sector. It's a lot of requirement or opportunities are there in this particular sector and all the sector as such. Right. So last but not the least, about the course, what we are going to learn in the course. It is going to start first. It is going to start from 10th of June. And we are going to learn basically 3 units. First, we are going to learn basics of SAP BTP, Business Technology Platform. Then we are going to work end-to-end in RPA, where we are going to learn, various business process, business cases, which we are going to develop using SAP system. As such, if you're already working in SAP, if you have customer system, sandbox system, you can work on those systems. As from considering RPA cloud system, you don't need anything. Whatever will be there, I'll be teaching in the course. Okay. Then SAP UiPath overview also will take in the same course. So when you will, after the course, when you will be in the market, you will be able to develop various automation cases for your customers. Then I have, after the course, I have one hands-on session or extension, I should say. It's for everyone. It's actually optional. But those who are interested in working and continuing their work in this particular domain, they can work with me. So it's like, it's kind of an internship, you can say, but nobody's going, you don't have to pay to me, or I don't have to pay to you. It's just like voluntary. You can participate after the course, where we will be working on various business cases. Okay, some live cases also. And if you get any project opportunities, I'll be also assisting you in these job assistance. And if you are appearing for any certification, in that case also, I'll be helping you. So it's not just limited to course, but after the course also, we'll be in touch. Okay, so I have weekdays and weekend batches in the morning. Weekdays, when we talk about weekdays, then it is Monday to Friday, 8 to 9. The time is 8 to 6, but it is approximately 8 to 9 only in the morning. And weekend batches 8 to 10. So 2 hours, Saturday, Sunday, 8 to 10. It's starting from 10th June, approximately 25 to 30 hours. So approximately it could take around 1 month of time to complete the course. And for weekend batches, some 1 week extent. Then total course fee is 15,000. So I should not say course fee, because it's an investment for you, and it's not just limited to that particular course, but after that also we'll be in touch and we'll be connected together. And if in the future, if you are want to work as a freelancer also, then you can just continue with us. Okay, so it's that is about the course. Okay, so that this is my number, 99701-86543. So if you are interested, definitely you can enroll. The course fee, as I mentioned, is 15,000, but for enrollment, you can just pay 1,000 rupees and you can start the course. And after starting the course, within 1-2 days, you can pay rest of the amount, that is 14,000. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions, any doubts. This is my WhatsApp number also. You can contact me on WhatsApp. And the course is starting from 10, so registration is already open. So let me know if you have any questions.
So this is Venkat.
Yeah, hi.
I'm a HR consultant currently working as a project manager delivery head. Okay. I have good knowledge of Java also. How
Okay,
do you want to help? How do you want to help me in this? So
right. So you're working as HR, right?
Yeah, and no, actually I'm a HR consultant, but now currently I'm working as a delivery guy, okay, manager. So can I jump directly into management side of this, or any opportunities in that, or do I require to start from the scratch?
Great. So for you, when I personally for you, there are a lot of opportunities because you already have HR domain knowledge.
Yeah.
Additionally, you are already in the management. Okay, yeah. So that is again one more advantage you have. Plus, you have coding background also.
Yeah. Right.
So I should say multi-skill. You are multi-skill. Yeah. So here, what is happening is these are all advanced technologies. So you can apply all these technologies in your domain. There, like considering HR, there are a lot of business cases in the industry. As I have mentioned, I have jotted down some few cases only, but there are so many cases available from HR point of view. Okay, so you can develop various POCs for your customer. As already into management, so it's easy for you to interact with customer also, and to your upper management also, where you can demonstrate various business cases which you will learn in the course also. And specifically in the course, if you have specific case related to HR also, we will consider. And after the course, if you think that I want to show something or demonstrate something to my management or to my customer to automate their process, then I'll help you how you can develop it. Okay, so in a multi-way, you can use this particular skill. And of course, as an additional skill, when you're learning advanced or future technology, it's always beneficial because it's not just, enterprise has to sustain, but we also have to sustain at individual level.
Yeah.
In the market, right?
Thanks.
Otherwise, people are learning new skills, and somewhere when you are lack of skills, then somewhere you will thrown out of market in future.
Yeah, that is that.
Right.
Okay, and the timings will be the morning timings of EDT or Europe IST.
IST time, right?
IST. Okay.
Yes. So, are you in India or outside?
Yeah. Currently, I'm in India.
Okay. Right.
So, hi, this is Abhishek.
Yeah, hi Abhishek.
So what sort of, so if we're talking about a little bit of coding, what sort of languages does this include?
Okay, so when we talk about SAP iRPA, it is based on JavaScript. Okay. And when we talk about UiPath, it is based on .NET. But as such, we are going in the course, we are going to learn on LCNC, that is low code, no code. I'm not saying completely no code. No code, low code in the sense, little bit of coding, which I'm going to teach in the course, and that is more than sufficient to develop any module as such in the SAP system. So, but if you have additionally, if you have JavaScript, then it's well and good. I mean, then you can extend it more.
So basically JavaScript, okay.
Yeah,
Because
basis
I'm working
JavaScript.
as a ABAP consultant, so I just wanted to understand what all languages. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're ABAP consultant, then what is advantage for you is like from automation, you can connect using BAPI, you can connect using APIs, you can connect. You can develop various core data services, right? Which you can expose it to BTP platform, and then you can use them into RP processes. So cloud technology you are going to learn. So that being technical consultant, you get that advantage. And of course, like are you also working UI? This SAP UI5 or Fury?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked on it.
Okay, so
not an expert, but yeah, JavaScript, UI5, and all that. Yeah.
Right. So when we say like your path you're working, and then ABAP knowledge also you can consider as full stack developer over there. But here also when we talk about RPA plus ABAP, so it is as good as considered as full stack developer only, because front applications you are also developing, and from back end you are getting the data. Okay, so in the both way you can work. Right. Anyone, any question? Sorry, so Amar has posted one question in the chat, but we are going to SAP automation with use of UiPath or any tools of RPA. So are you talking about Amar course, about the course?
No, about RPA.
Yeah, so RPA, we are going to use iRPA, that is SAP iRPA. That is the service or tool we are going to use. Additionally, we are also going to learn a UiPath.
So will there be only SAP iRPA consultants or developers, or will it be like a combination of, like let's say I'm a ABAP developer, so it'll be added to my resume, or will there be like standalone iRPA developers and we can get a job?
Right. So you can work independently also in RPA, and if you combine ABAP and RPA together, then there is more advantage for you. So it's like independently also you can consult to your client from automation point of view. But if you already have ABAP knowledge, then of course it's advantage.
The thing is, like, I mean, if we do a proof of concept for whatever company that we are working on right now, that is fine. But if we have to move from one company to another company, will there be a ask that, okay, you need to have this much of experience in iRPA? 1 year, 2 year, or something like that, or we can go in as a fresher?
Right. So, there are two different things now. Some people, also go since you already have a background, and it depends how you are showing RPA. So if you want to work especially into RPA, then you might need some experience. But if you are going with ABAP plus RPA, then they may not require even experience. They can go since you have additional knowledge also of your core programming. Now, as I mentioned that about this, my hands-on experience, why that is useful is because just by learning into course, sometimes you may not get the knowledge of everything, because in the course we have limited time, right? So through hands-on session, you can still continue working with me. Like, you can work on different business cases, which then you can also start showing into your profile as an experience. How you have developed the cases, how you have worked on various business, scenarios, that you can show it in your resume.
Good. And these will be real-time scenarios, right? Like,
Yes. And if you are a functional consultant, if you have any such cases, that also will consider in the course, during the course also, and after the course also. Right. Anybody else? Any questions? Okay, so I consider there is no question further. So what you can do, this is my number, as I mentioned, WhatsApp number 99701-86543. So you can connect me one-to-one. If you have any question, you can just call me anytime. And as I mentioned, the course is starting from 10th, so it would take around 1 month to complete the course. And morning batches, weekdays and weekend. So if you are preferring weekend batches, if you are tight scheduling on the weekends, weekdays, then you can go with weekend batches. That is 8 to 10, that is in the morning, 2 hours. And if you are preferring weekdays batches, Monday to Friday, then it is 8 to 9. Okay, so you can connect me one-to-one, and to enroll, you can pay 1,000 rupees, and you can start the course, and pending amount, once it is started, you can pay pending amount.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Let's connect. I hope to see you in the course, right?
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. I'll share this
Prasad.
recording to everyone. Bye.